On the outskirts of a small, forgotten town lay an ancient forest, whispered about in local legends as a place where shadows came to life. No one dared enter after dusk, for it was said that once darkness fell, the forest itself awoke. One crisp autumn evening, a young woman named Emily, skeptical of the town's superstitions, decided to explore the forest. She was an avid hiker and found the idea of a haunted forest laughable. With her flashlight in hand and a backpack of essentials, she set off as the sun dipped below the horizon. The forest was eerily silent, save for the occasional rustle of leaves underfoot. Emily ventured deeper, her flashlight casting long, flickering shadows. She came across an old, overgrown path and followed it until she reached a clearing. In the center stood a massive, gnarled tree, its branches twisting like skeletal fingers against the moonlit sky. Curiosity piqued, Emily approached the tree. As she touched its rough bark, she felt an icy chill run through her body. The air around her grew colder, and she could see her breath forming small clouds. She heard a faint whisper, unintelligible but insistent, seemingly coming from the tree itself. Suddenly, her flashlight flickered and went out. Panic set in as she fumbled to turn it back on. But it was dead. The whispers grew louder, surrounding her, filling her ears with a cacophony of voices. She spun around, trying to find the source, but saw nothing but darkness. In the distance, a pair of glowing eyes appeared, followed by another, and another. Dozens of eyes emerged from the shadows, closing in on her. She stumbled backward, tripping over a root and falling to the ground. The whispers now became clear, a chorus of voices chanting her name. Paralyzed with fear, Emily watched as the shadows took shape, forming figures that seemed to emerge from the trees themselves. They were the lost souls of those who had entered the forest and never returned. Their hollow eyes and twisted forms reached out to her, their mouths opening in silent screams. Emily scrambled to her feet and ran, her heart pounding in her chest. She could hear the footsteps behind her, gaining ground. The forest seemed to twist and turn, every path leading her deeper into its grasp. Her lungs burned, and her legs felt like lead, but she pushed on, desperate to escape. Just when she thought she could run no more, she burst through the tree line and into the safety of the town. She collapsed on the ground, gasping for breath. The townspeople found her there the next morning, huddled and shaking, unable to speak of what she had seen. From that day on, Emily was never the same. She moved away, far from the haunted forest, but the whispers followed her. On quiet nights, she could still hear her name being called from the shadows, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lay just beyond the light. If you like the video, do like the video and subscribe the channel for more story.